Awesome. Next page, page 23 if you're in your note or in your workbook. It is all on one page. And you guys have this amazing resource. It's http://find.projecthawk.com/gameplan. This right here is going to bring you to a website, and that website is going to give you access to complete your business plan online. It should take you no more than 90 minutes. I can start a new company and do it in 44 minutes, up to 47. I've never done it, never taken me longer than 47. I had one person who it took about 90 minutes, so I say it takes 90 minutes. I recommend to go home and do this. We're going to go through the first 5 here, and basically everything that we just did today all goes right into this online plan. If you would like it, make sure that you let me know tomorrow, and I will I will transfer it, and you guys will get access to it. If you guys just want to do it for fun, you're welcome to do so, and it's a great practice for you. Okay, so selecting your industry. You guys already know what your industry is, but if you would like to clarify, what is it that you do? Who are your competitors? What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? I can't read. Thank you. So the biggest thing is, huh?
Is that on here?
What?
Is that on this?
It's selecting your industry. This is not.
That's for select your industry.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is all under select your industry.
Got it. And then can we edit this after we enter it in? Can we edit it like online?
You'll get when you let me know that you've completed it. It's a spreadsheet, so I'll copy it into a spreadsheet. It has additional questions that you can ask yourself to get even more in depth with the process, and then you'll get access to that. You can edit that online, just to make a very lengthy answer for your very short question.
I was just curious so that so I could kind of write without thinking about, oh my gosh, it's kind of set in stone.
No.
Like we can,
Yeah, you can edit it. You just need to transfer it because the system that I have it in does not allow for it to be transferred. So, it doesn't automatically transfer it, I should say. It's private to me so that I can modify it and stuff. So, who are your competitors? Name your top 3 if you can think of anybody. If not, go do research. I recommend you find out who they are, what they're doing to be successful, what they're doing to be horrible. If you can know what they're doing to be not successful, then you can know what not to do. If you can find out what they're doing to be successful, then you can model that and you can get their clients. You can start putting yourself deeper into the industry. What are your strengths within your industry? What are you really good at? What are you not so good at? What could you delegate? What are your weaknesses? What are some opportunities that you have within your business? And like I said, all this is online, so you'll be able to do that as well online. What threats? Threats are generally regulatory. They're not always regulatory. Like, for instance, if you're in the financial industry, if somebody was in the financial industry, they can't record their presentation for some reason and send it out multiple times. I'm not sure why, but that is a threat to their. It's a regulatory threat. They could get shut down. They could lose their licenses, et cetera, et cetera. So just like what kinds of things can prevent you from doing business? What things can hinder you from getting your business in? Competitors can potentially be a threat if they're stealing your customers. If they're not, then they're not a threat. They don't become a threat until they do. Realistically, you should look at ways that you can, and I shouldn't say steal because you can never steal a customer, by the way. There's no way to steal a customer. You can build a better relationship with them. So the person with the best relationship wins the customer. Wins them over. It's really just getting getting to a point where they say, oh, I trust you more than I trust them, and if you're Walmart, then that means lower prices. If you're doing what you guys are doing, it's relationships. You guys focus on relationships, not price. So price happens to be a benefit for you, but it's not, you're not the lowest price, right? Correct. So I'm sure there's lower prices out there for similar packages. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stay at a 5-star resort, but it's not. There's a triangle. This quality, price, I don't know where that came from, and time. So you can only have 2 of these. You can either have high quality and a low price delivered, but it won't be delivered quickly. You can have high quality delivered quickly, but it won't be a low price. Or you can have a quickly delivered product at a low price, but you won't have any quality. So you can only ever have 2 of these, 3 of these.
At my job, one of the things that I do is I process the cancellations for the websites and other services that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We ask why. We want to know why.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we can improve our products. And half of them say we're transferring to another competitor.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys go more into, well, what is it about the other competitor that is more appealing?
Sometimes, most of the times they don't want to discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to tell us any more details.
So if you were able to tell them, what we can do is we can upgrade your service for 6 months and we won't charge you any extra. Have you tried that?
I have a script I use for adding more value.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I mean, there's other issues involved.
Okay.
There's a lot of things we could do. We could
Have taken care of before.
Yeah, that we could have taken care of beforehand before it even got to this point.
Gotcha.
By this point, they're fed up and they want to go somewhere else.
Okay. So that's something good for all of you actually to put in. Make sure that you are taking care of your customers as their needs, if not before their needs come up. If you can take care of a customer's needs before they tell you that it's a need, yeah, then you can charge more and they feel it as a higher quality. Thank you. I don't know where the remote went. It's back there. Learn about about you and your values. You guys have done this already. Who are you? What are your values? You did this on page 8. So if you want to do it again, you can write a little bio if you want in that section so you can tell people a little bit about you. Your business vision and goals. We've already done this. What is your business vision? What are your business goals? Homework for you guys tonight, since we only did the first 10-year, is do all of the rest of the goals or any more goals that you want to do. Your business marketing and finances. Who is your target market? Who is your ideal customer? Ideal customer is the avatar, so perfect job on already having that. Target market, looking at all the different features, possibilities. How much do you want to make each year? And how many hours do you want to work? All right, this is fun. I need a calculator. There's one in the box, or I can possibly, let me see, actually, let's just use this. Calculator, I got a calculator. Okay, so I'm going to keep this simple for, you want to make $12,000 a year from one of your products, or maybe a program, or maybe that's all you want to make per year.
Why not 120,000?
Because I'm keeping it realistic for everybody has seen $12,000. That's the point. And it's divisible by 12, so we divide it by 12, which is the number of months in a year, is 1,000. $1,000. And why don't we just go off of the 4-hour work week? Or let's be more realistic, actually. How many hours a week you guys want?
10 hours a week is
Okay, realistically.
part-time.
Okay, so like I love this joke, by the way. I'm going to tell you guys a joke. It's not really that funny, but it will be. So as an entrepreneur, the best thing about being an entrepreneur is you only have to work half the day. The best part of the day is there's 24 hours. Yes. 7 days a week. All right, so we're going to go, let's just say you work 22 days out of the month. That's where I need the math. Clear 1,000 divided by 22 is $45 an hour. Oh wait, $45 a day. With that, you certainly could do a 4-hour work week. Yeah, 4-hour work week. Yep.
So what is that, 12,000 divided by
It's essentially $11 a day, or an hour. If you go 4 hours.
No, this is 4-hour work week. This is $45 a day.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
45
So
hours a day. Gotcha.
45. So work 1 hour a day. Can you make one sale at $45 a day? Work 40, maybe 50 minutes in the day, 45 minutes in the day. Yeah. Basically $1 a minute. That's realistically, I mean, this is averaged out, right? But how many of you have a $45 or more product that you can sell over and over and over and over and over and over again, or more product? If not, you can always, I'm sure you can, yeah. You can always come up with something that's $45, or what's it, 69 for the cruise line? Or 89, 69, 69? Yeah. So that would be, you sell 4 of those in one on, what's it, for every Friday or something like that?
It would be membership into the club, which is
200.
249.
249.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, it's more than $45. If you sold, basically you sell what, one of those a week, and you have 12,000 in revenue. That doesn't necessarily mean, if you want to make 12,000 in profits, then you figure out whatever your commission is.
Yeah, yeah.
So, simple enough.
Yeah.
Does that break it down easily so you can figure out how easy it is to make 12,000, and if you want to make it 120,000, you just add a 0 here. If you want to make it 60,000, you just add a 0 here and divide it by 2. Right? Cool. What do you need to have in your business, and how much is everything costing you? So, perfect example, it's $249. If you're selling one of those a week, how much of that is actually yours? Basically, that's your cost, your expenses. If you have other costs and expenses, add those in there. You're going to subtract. So let's just say, for the sake of this, this is a product that costs me, it costs me $15. It's $5 for the product, $3 for shipping, and $7 in marketing. So total of $15. minus $15, total profit of $30. If I wanted a total profit of 45, maybe it would be a $60 product minus the $15, right? So either way, you can figure out, do you want this to be revenue or do you want this to be profits? You can play with the numbers and look at how much is your business costing you, how much do you want to make, and you'll decide if that's revenue or profit, which you'll get to do online. And then you can get your number if you need help with this. I'm always open to help. Your action plan. What are all the things that need to be done? And I would highly recommend go ahead and take the next 2 minutes to write down all of the things that you can write down in the next 2 minutes of things that need to be done. It's still on page 23 there, or you can write it on the back of page 22 or on the back of the page of 23. What are all of the things that need to be done? If you see something that only you can do, go ahead and underline that one. What specifically do you need to do? And then circle the one thing that you need to do to make money. And then once you're done with that, you can go ahead and tomorrow or tonight or Monday, you can write a list of everybody who can get everything else done for you. Hire them, give them a piece of the pie, give them commission, give them praise, tell them that they're awesome, get them in as a volunteer, pay them hourly, pay them a salary, give them a hug and a kiss, whatever they need to get those things done, and so you can automate your business. And I'm pretty sure that's the, yep. Oh. Technically, no. Designing the website does not count as a moneymaker. Marketing the website and putting in systems does. Designing the website is not. Making you money is picking up the phone, going to networking events, sending people emails, anything that literally they can click to buy. Like if
So
they.
eventually it will, but for the time being,
Correct.
working on the website is not a moneymaker.
Yes, correct. What do you do to?
Working on my Etsy site would be a moneymaker, but working on my physical website would be.
Correct. Right now, your physical. Okay, clarification on websites. Websites are really, really great to have. Everybody should have a website, but not necessarily to make money. And I will. Hold on.
Okay.
I left the
I'll
cliffhanger there.
hold that thought.
All right. Because unless you have a lot of money to put into building your website and marketing it consistently, it is extremely challenging to keep yourself on the top of the marketplace. This is my opinion. There are obviously other opinions, and I'll have them expressed in a moment. One of the things that a friend of mine, she does marketing events. She actually will design websites for people. She sends them to me first because I can help them get the systems and the design and all the processes that they need to have in place. And then she charges them $10,000 to $25,000 to get their website developed so that they can start making money. Another one of my friends, he does scripting and puts in different systems. He says that if you're going to make $3,000, you should be willing to spend $2,999 on your marketing through online purposes, because it'll generate more later. But if they're purchasing a $3,000 product, you should be willing to spend $2,999 on the spot for them to purchase a $3,000 product. Basically.
What about social media? Does that count for moneymaking?
I've made money through social media. Just social media is one of those fine lines where you can waste a lot of time and a lot of money if you don't do it properly, which is why we have the automation process for that. So you can save more time and not spend money on marketing through that. There are different ways to do it. If you're looking for a fairly good program, Gia Heller, I don't know if you've heard of that. She does GIA Heller. She does social media marketing. I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of things like really like this wasn't that beneficial. It's all the information that she has is out there. She charges like $200 something a month to basically save you a couple $100 a month in marketing, which in like actual paid market, it doesn't make sense to me, so I didn't sign up. I have another friend, she's actually also a client of mine, and she does something very similar to what Gia does. She knows actually all the processes, and if you're looking for somebody who will actually work with you instead of giving you the program, it's a little bit more. It's not a do-it-yourself thing. It's a little bit more, but you're going to get better results. And she'll go through the process. She'll actually put systems in place and train somebody to do it for you so that you're not paying something. In the end, she'll save you money. So those are two options. Back to the website. My marketing friend says if you're not making $1 million a year in your, if you're not making $250,000 a year offline, or you have a business that can make $1 million a year online, then putting money into your online marketing can be detrimental to your business. It doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't do it. Having a website is extremely important. You can I make sales on my website, but I don't market my website to make sales from it. I get people coming in organically who buy. And that's good because you have the systems in place, but don't go out. There's all these internet marketers out there, like gurus, who say, oh, you can learn how to make $1 million online every single year. When realistically, you have to spend $25,000 a month to make that happen. And they don't tell you that until you've already spent $5,000 or $10,000 with them. And so basically the point that I'm making is that your website can make you a lot of money, but don't put all of your eggs in that basket. Your first and primary and biggest moneymaker is picking up the phone, going to networking events, talking with people through email, text message, Facebook, whatever you need to do. Talk with people one-on-one or in a group to bring people into a workshop that you provide. But your website is not going to make you millions and millions of dollars without you having already made hundreds of thousands offline. Is that? I know you still want to chime in, so I would.
No?
No?
I was just listening.
Okay. I would like to find out what you were going to say before.
With internet marketers, one of the reasons why they make a lot of money is because they target other internet marketers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a self-feeding, perpetual, weird thing in there. And I've noticed it a lot. And it's something that I actually want to bring some integrity to, given all my training and development at Landmark Integrity. And I want to shine a little light on that, to the people that I market my services to, because I don't want to just market to a bunch of people who are going to cannibalize and feed on the same group of people.
Yeah.
I'm actually a stand that if you're going to learn internet marketing, it's so that sure you can empower other internet marketers, but it's to empower other internet marketers to help business owners, not just continue the process of keeping it all in the family.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. It's like, oh, I'm an internet marketer. Buy my internet marketing product so you can become an internet marketer too.
Yeah.
And it's almost a MLM without having. And MLMs are great. They have extremely profitable opportunities, and especially when you're at the top. And when you're generating something like, oh, I'm at the top and there's nobody else that can actually rise to me, it's, so
Sure.
It's,
and if done effectively, you can actually drive people to your workshops
Through automated systems.
yeah. I'm in the actually. That's why we're doing all of our live casts next year, is to get more people online.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking at it as my main stream of revenue.
Right.
I'm actually going to be charging the people who I'm interviewing. And most of it's not even. Actually, I'm putting a hold on their money, basically saying if you don't send out to your lists and market, then we're going to use the money that you paid us to market for you, because we want to get people to the webinar.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
Yep.
Get people there. If we have to pay for them, we have to pay for them, but I'm not pulling out of my pocket. I'm setting all this up. So I'm emailing to my list. They'll be emailing to their list. If they don't email to their list, then they're paying for somebody to get
Sharing the
traffic
lists.
drive.
Yeah, that's great.
So you've earned time to go home and complete your goals and do your game plan.